to the Meadowlands Environment Center. I'm Miss Vicky.
And I'm Miss Corinne.
We will be introducing you to more animals that can be found here.
In this video, we will be introducing you to crabs. There are many different types of crabs that can be found living in salt marsh habitats, so let's check them out.
One of the most common crabs that can be found living in salt marshes are blue crabs, more commonly known as blue claw crabs. Blue claw crabs are crustaceans. They hatch from eggs and start their lives as plankton, small organisms floating towards the top of the water, relying on the tide to take them from place to place. As adults, crabs are benthic organisms, which means they live and feed at the bottom of the water. A crab has a hard outer shell known as an exoskeleton. This exoskeleton does not grow with the crab, but is shed as the crab grows larger. We can find these shed exoskeletons, known as crab molts, left along the shores of our salt marshes. Have you ever eaten soft-shell crabs before? Those are crabs that have recently molted. Did you notice the pattern on the underside of the crab's exoskeleton? As plankton, crabs have a tail. As the crab goes through its life cycle, that tail flips underneath, becoming a part of its exoskeleton. We can use this to determine whether the crab is male or female. Males have a rocket ship shape. Females have a pyramid shape. Blue crabs spend most of their lives living in a salt marsh habitat because of the shelter it can provide for them. We can usually find them by scooping up mud from the bottom of the salt marsh with a net. Most of the crabs we will find at this time of the year will be very small, but they can grow up to about 7 to 8 inches across. They are named blue crabs because of the bluish color that can be seen around their claws when they are adults. Two additional crabs that can be found living in salt marshes are mud crabs and fiddler crabs. They can usually be found under rocks during low tide along the shorelines of our salt marsh. They are pretty small in size, even as adults when compared to blue claw crabs. Did you notice their dark brown color? This allows them to camouflage or blend in with the mud. Remember that a salt marsh habitat is made up of mud, grasses, and brackish water. The mud is important to the crabs here because of the extra protection it provides them. The mud here is unlike mud you would find after rain. It has the consistency of chocolate pudding, but it doesn't smell or taste anything like chocolate pudding. Do you see that hill up ahead? That is not a natural hill, but a covered landfill. At one time, half of the garbage in New Jersey was sent to this area. Those landfills have been covered, but it is still not safe to consume the animals here. Because of this, all of the fishing done in our park is catch and release.
We hope you enjoyed visiting the Meadowlands Environment Center on this beautiful day and learning a little bit about the benthic organisms we have here.
We are looking forward to hearing and answering your questions that you have about the crabs living in our salt marsh habitat.